Hey guys, thanks for checking in. And on this video, we are going to talk about another product that was sent to me by a company that I've worked with in the past, and that is Comica. So today we're going to be talking about the Comica VM30 shotgun mic. So like always, all my videos are unscripted. I kind of just talk to you guys from the heart and give you more of a user experience rather than a overall technical review. So if that's the kind of information that you enjoy, then this is the place for you. So like and subscribe. But again, I just try to be very blunt and very honest and open about the gear that I like to use. And if it works for me, then I bring it to you guys. If it doesn't, I usually don't say too much about it and I kind of just move on. Comica has always been really at the forefront of coming up with innovative ideas when it comes to microphone style, equipment. So this was no surprise when they came out with this. And I found this to be a really cool and useful microphone for a bunch of different scenarios. Number one, on board the camera. It's always nice to have a good microphone onboard camera, whether you're doing videos like this where you're a one-man show and you're in your studio and you need something that's going to reach and it's going to still sound well, or if you're going to do something run and gun like vlogging, or if you're out and about doing interviews and whatnot. Having wireless capability is a really strong suit, and this shotgun mic now has it. So really quick, I'm going to show you some of the features of the shotgun mic, or at least the overall build quality of the mic and kind of what it looks like. And then we'll go top down and I'll kind of get a little bit more into detail. Number one is the mic itself. Beautifully designed mic, as you would expect from Comica. All metal design here, metal casing, nice, volume gain knob in the back with their logo. I don't know if you can see that. Their logo on the back. This beautiful orange, it actually kind of goes great with Sony cameras. Not that you have to use it with Sony, but it's like that same color of the gold ring or the orange ring that goes around it. An LED, OLED panel on the top. It does have a, a 75 and a 150 decibel gain, and also a low cut and a low cut filter, and also a safety mode as well. So that's pretty cool. It does have your USB-C for digital and analog hookups as well. So you can use this for, your laptop. You can use it as a USB mic. You can use it with your cell phone. You can use it kind of with anything, and then you can switch on and then use it wirelessly as well. So along with the mic, you obviously have, a mic cover that goes over the mic as well. You have that, the foam cover, and then on top of the foam cover, you have your dead cat, which it's always great to have a dead cat for those of you that are not using dead cats out, in nature. It's probably a good thing to do. It does cut down the wind noise. So you would put your foam and then your dead cat over your foam, and then this would slide onto the mic. I'll show you that a little bit later. You do have your mic stand, your clamp here, which gives you some shock absorption as well. And I've always appreciated the way that Comica has done their mic mounts. They're not really loose and floppy. Some of them are kind of weak. They've always done these very well. This is all metal, plastic with rubberized inserts here, and this would go right on top of your hot shoe and hold your mic if you were going to run it that way. The other cool thing that they will give you as well, for if you're using this as a boom mic like I often do, they do give you a boom mic stand with a thread on the bottom, which is a step up. You can take this thread out and put it on various different mounts, but it does give you a fully articulating boom stand as well. So now your mic can simply go right on top of the boom stand. So that's a really cool option as well. As always, you have your instruction manual, which is super important, and your warranty information that comes in the box. You also have your charging cables, USB-C charging cables, and you have your various TRRS and TT or TRRS cables. Listen, I don't pretend to be a microphone expert by any means. I just know what works and what works for me. You probably got to get more technical with some other people that know more about mics than I do, but I know, like, hey, I plug it in, I know what kind of settings to run with, and if it works, it works. Right now, you're not hearing the Comica. I'm going to switch over to that later. Right now, we're using the Sony onboard mic. And then last but not least, probably, I wouldn't say it's the star of the show, but it's definitely the big part of what this is, and that is the Comica receiver, which will make this wireless. So really cool that now this and this can run wirelessly, and that just opens up a whole different ballpark when it comes to using this microphone. So this can literally be, let me pick one of the various cameras that I have sitting on my desk here. This literally can be on board your camera, and then this can be far away. I will give you the details down below, the link below, so you can see all the different parameters for this. But this can be far away and recording your talent, and this could be sitting right on top of your camera. And they are wirelessly linked, which is just, again, amazing. Now again, this isn't the audio from the microphone. This is just showing you the LED display on top of the wireless module here that sticks right on top of your camera. And then again, this is the microphone, and you can see that kind of dancing around once my head kind of defocuses there. And again, you get that same LED display on the mic itself. You have it right here. So, you're seeing all that as well. That is moving around and kind of showing you the microphone. There are two channels here, a safety channel and, your standard normal channel. And again, you do have your high cut filter, and you have your 75 and 150 decibels for this microphone. Also, like most Comica stuff, comes in this nice hard shell that has, nice feeling to it, zipper, and inside it has all the appropriate spots for the compartments for, the gear where it needs to go. So none of your stuff is going to be flopping around. And again, it's a nice hard clamshell. It's going to protect your gear. It's going to keep it safe in storage, and allows you to just kind of travel with it and not have to worry about it. And all your stuff is going to be where it needs to be. Okay, again, so now you can see that the microphone is literally right here in front of me, and this is wireless. So again, that's the great thing about this. You don't have to worry about fiddling around with any wires and the distance between your subject and your microphone and the receiver. It works really well that way. The other cool thing about the receiver is it does have an earphone jack as well. So you can monitor your audio in real time or afterwards right through the receiver as well. So that's a really cool thing. I am going to, not script, but I am going to read off of Comica's website here, because again, I'm not a technical guy, so this is going to make a lot more sense to some of you than others. But the one cool thing about this as well is it does have auto power on and off. So that is great. I hate to tell you how many times when I was using like my Rode Microphone Pro or whatnot, I would forget to turn the power off. And the next thing you know, I went through a complete 9-volt battery because I forgot to turn it off after my little video session that I had for myself. And then now you're searching for a new battery, or that microphone is now obsolete until you get a recharged battery. 48 hertz, 24-bit super Cardioid recording, broadcasting, sound quality. So right out in the front there for your shotgun mic. Digital and analog output, universal for camera, smartphone, and computer. So again, that was that analog and digital difference that you can use with this microphone. It will work for everything. It supports gain control, safety mode, real-time monitor, and muting. So you can mute. You can mute this as well, a one-button mute for those of you that, need to, access that kind of thing. So again, you're listening to the audio through this. How does it sound? I thought it sounded great. I really enjoy this microphone for the applications that I use it for. I think it works awesome. Stepless gain control, that is that in the back there, that stepless gain control. And I believe that's when you're using for digital. For analog, I believe you have to go in and monitor it through the actual camera or the receiver itself. It does have a safety mode. Safety mode recording the recording audio will be 6 decibels lower than the original audio to avoid popping and invalid recording. So that's good, right? Nobody likes plosives and popping in your video. I mean, audio is kind of king when it comes to video. And they've always said that if your video doesn't have good audio, then people will more often than not turn off. So audio is definitely a strong suit. 12 level gain control, and that is on the side of the actual receiver. 12 levels right there, 1 key muting, like I said, and real-time monitoring. Again, you can ensure that the microphone works efficiently and stable and stable, that it's stable. You can make sure that it's stable by using your headphones. I love to use my Audio Technicas whenever I'm kind of monitoring audio. I love to use Audio Technica earphones. They're just like my go-to choice, and probably a lot of creators use that. 75, 100 hertz, 2 low cut filter modes, high frequency boost. So that's good. Sometimes if your microphone's a little far away or you're outside and you have some ambient noise, you really need to boost that up a little bit more. That's always a great thing. An OLED screen for monitoring and visual operation. Again, if you don't see the level gains, if you guys can't see level gains, then your audio is kind of shot. You don't know where your settings are. It's nice to have that. And again, if you have a beautifully designed piece of equipment that's going to give you a nice, concise reading about what's going on in real time, then that's only going to help you. Ultra long battery life, support charging while using. Huge. So you literally can have this thing running all day long if you want to, because it's going to charge as you're using it. And the battery life in itself is super long. So they're saying right now, if you have it wired, it will last up to 50 hours. So 50 hours on a charge if you're using it wired. If you're using it wirelessly, 7 hours. That's still huge. How often are you going to video something for 7 hours long? Now, I can see if you have a long day and a lot of takes and stuff like that, you may go through it. But again, with real-time charging, you don't have to worry about kind of killing off that battery because you can charge it as you're using it. But nonetheless, 7 hours on a wireless mode. Latency Latency is 20 ms. I believe that's milliseconds. Wireless working range up to 100 meters. So 100 meters away, you can work this as long as, I'm pretty sure you have line of sight. If you have line of sight, wireless, 100 meters. I mean, that's really good. I mean, if you're using a long lens like a 70 to 200, I mean, and you're using audio, I mean, that's awesome. Shock mount, high density wind muff. We already went over that. Here's the, the microphone foam right here, and then the dead cat that goes on top that's going to cut off that wind. And full metal material, super shielding, stable, and durable. Like I told you before, the microphone is all metal. It has that beautiful design on it that's almost like a pebbled finish. It's not like a full matte black or shiny. It's kind of got that pebbled metal feeling to it. But again, just a really, really nice microphone, and a lot of features too, right? It's feature rich, it's packed up. So this is the audio. I hope it sounds good. I hope you guys enjoy the sound coming out of the Comica VM30. I'll have more content with it, but this is kind of going to be my studio microphone of choice. When I run and gun, I usually run something a little smaller like the Sony, I don't even know what this is called, the BCM E10 or something like that. It's the smaller Sony, but in the studio, I love to have a shotgun mount. But again, this is very small as well. If I don't have this, then I don't have a problem running the VM30. I think it's amazing. Comica, like I said, they were nice enough to send this out. Full disclosure, I did not pay for this microphone. They had sent it out for me to review and create some content for, and I kind of pushed out a few reels and some photos. But I told them that I would do a YouTube video. Again, I'm not super in depth with my videos. I'm not very technical. I'm just like, yo, here's the equipment. This is what it looks like. Is it made well? Is it not made well? Does it perform as it's supposed to? And the VM30 definitely checks all the marks for those content creators that are looking for a very good sounding shotgun mic that is wireless, can charge while you're using it, has long battery life, and is made really well. I mean, what are you looking for? I don't think there's anything else that you really need to be concerned about. There you go. A shotgun mic that works well, and it's beautifully built and does what it's supposed to do. All right, guys, I will check you out on the next one. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you like this content, like and subscribe. I truly appreciate it. Links below for this gear, as well as some of the other stuff that I am using on my channel. And I appreciate you. See you on the next one.